All right, and we are live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat. And of course, welcome back to another edition of our live stream. This, of course, is the 20 item na general education that you have answered through our quizzes link that was posted in our Gurong Pinoy teams. But before anything else, of course, we are going to start with our opening prayer. Please join me in our opening prayer. This still has been prepared for us by Brother Efren Esteban. Okay, magsimula po tayo sa ating opening prayer.
Lord, salamat po sa opportunity na ibinigay mo sa bawat isa sa amin. Ikaw po ay tapat mula noon hanggang ngayon. Nagpapasalamat po kami sa labis na pagmamahal mo sa bawat isa sa amin. Lord, sana po ay samahan mo po kami muli sa amin pong pag-aaral sa oras na ito. Pagkalaban mo po kami ng karunungan upang mas lalo po naming maunawaan ang mga leksyon na aming aaralin. Opo, Ama, basbasan mo din po ang aming mga mahal sa buhay. Tulungan din po na mapabuti ang kalagayan ng aming lugar. Protektahan ang mga magigiting naming mga frontliners. Ito po, O Diyos, ang aming mga kahilingan sa pamamagitan ni Jesus na aming Panginoon at tagapagligtas. Amen.
Amen. All right, now again, all our materials, the materials that we are going to use tonight would go straight to our Gurong Pinoy teams. That's Team Gardner. And of course, we also have Team Erickson, okay? If you are not still a member of any of these teams, you can still become a member of this for our Let September 2021, okay? You may pay our membership fee through Palawan, through Cebuana, there's ML. We also have PayPal, Gumroad, Metro Bank. You can even pay us through our Super Chat, Super Sticker on YouTube, okay, whenever we have our live streams. Now, again, if you'd like to just enroll in our Team Erickson, that's Gen Ed and ProfEd only. That's only 1,250. If you would like to join our majorship, okay, our majorship offerings are English, MAPE, Filipino, Math, Social Science, and Biology majorship. That's only 1,500. That is our pro membership. For our premium membership, that's all in Gen Ed, ProfEd, that's Team Erickson. Of course, that's plus the major. That's only 2,500. But of course, we still have 50% off up to this day, okay? So by having 50% off your basic membership, being a member or becoming a member of your Team Erickson would only be 625. Your majorship would only be 750. Now, of course, your premium membership, that's only going to be 1,250. Okay, so again, please do join us. This is one way for you to really prepare for your LET and one way for you not to spend any time writing down the notes. And because if you can become a member, you can just easily download the materials that we have. You can print them, you can download the videos, rewatch the videos, replay the videos. Okay, so again, if you'd still want to become a member, please go ahead and become a member of our Gurong Pinoy teams. Now, of course, you can also help us by sending us your stars. We have our stars goals tonight, and that's 10,000 stars. Okay, we have 10,000 stars. That is for our summer fever still, no? So, mag-support na po kayo sa ating stars. Please do send us your stars. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Joy Dairit, dito sa YouTube for sending us your coffee. Okay, maraming salamat po sa ayuda, Ma'am Joy. Okay, so again, to all those people who have already supported us through the stars, stars are sent only through our YouTube, no? Malapit po dyan sa inyong comment box. Makikita nyo po yung ating stars icon there. If you'd like to still support us by sending us your stars, please do so. So again, we'd like to thank all those people who have already sent us their stars. Maraming salamat po for our star supporters, okay? Now, there is another way for you to become our supporter, and that is through your support button. Nandyan po din malapit sa inyong stars icon. Nandyan po sa chat box sa ating Facebook, may support button din po dyan. And of course, our supporters are they have the chance, they have the benefit or the advantage of being able to attend our supporters only exclusive meeting. Okay, so our next topic again is found in your screen. This is going to be the next topic that we have in the upcoming days. That's only for our supporters. Okay, so again, if you'd want to become our supporter, please do so. And of course, we are going to make our exclusive videos for you. Okay, now your April live stream schedule. This is the second to the last schedule that we have tonight. Is the second to the last schedule that we have for March. Tomorrow is the last. Now for April, The first weekend of April, that's April 3rd and 4th, rest time po muna tayo. That's still part of your Holy Week, no? So, Easter Sunday yung April 4th. So again, rest time po tayo next weekend. Then by 10th and 11th, you are going to have your English online review that is going to be free. That is with Coach Arian. Okay, I'm going to discuss that in the coming slide. And of course, you also have the schedule on the 17th, 18th, 24th, and 25th. We might have some guest lecturers. We are still trying to finalize all the details. Okay, so abangan nyo po. Again, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and you are also subscribed to our YouTube channel so that anytime that we post something new, you are readily notified. Okay, so you will be notified anytime that we post something new, may it be a video, may it be a picture on YouTube or on Facebook, I mean, then you will be notified. Okay, so again, please do take note of our schedule. Next weekend, wala po tayong live stream. Okay, magnilay-nilay po muna tayo in observance of our Holy Week. Now, Coach Arian Lau, this is going to be on April 10th and 11th. This is your English, the free review. This is Coach Arian Lau. She's a very good friend of mine, used to be my co-teacher in Ateneo. She has 16 years of teaching experience, 7 years as English supervisor, Master of Arts in English Language and Literature Teaching, graduated from Ateneo de Manila University, BS in English Magna Cum Laude from West Visayas State University, Ayala Young Leader of the Philippines in 2001, and of course, also an awardee of Proficiency in English. Okay, so again, please do make sure that you mark your calendars. This is going to be on April 10th to 11th. Okay, April 10 to 11 po itong kay Coach Arian. All right, now again, for all those who have already shared our video, started a watch party, and of course, tag your friends on Facebook. Maraming salamat po. Please do make sure that you like this video. If you're watching us on YouTube, please do like this video. And of course, for those of you who have already sent your stars, thank you so much, Ma'am Jeremy V. Velarde, our star sender. Maraming salamat po. Again, tonight we are going to discuss 20 items of general education. Again, please to make sure that you like this video. Go ahead and like this video. If you are watching us on YouTube, mag-like na po kayo ng ating video. Ma'am Joy Dairiat, nandito din. She also sent 50 stars dito sa ating Facebook. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Joy. Now, if you are watching us on Facebook, please do tag your friends, start a watch party, share our video, and of course, do react to our video. Okay, please do like our video, YouTubers, our team YouTube, and please do react to our video, team Facebook. All right, now we proceed with item number 1. Question number 1 here. This is math, but this is very easy. No, this is just your formula. Question number 1. Which of the following formulas is used in finding the area of a triangle? Is it letter A plus B plus C? Letter B, A plus B plus C plus D. Letter C, 1/2 times B times H. Or letter D, L times W times H. Okay, what's your answer for number 1? We are looking for the area of a triangle. Okay, area. All right, Team YouTube, what's your answer? What about Team Facebook? Ano po ang inyong sagot? Letter C. Letter C. Karaming sagot sa ating Team Facebook ay letter C. Team YouTube, letter C. Team Facebook, what's your answer? Team Facebook is also answering letter C. Okay, meron namang ibang sumasagot ng letter D. All right, now again, going back to the question here, we are asked for the formula. Okay, nahanap po natin dito ay formula for the area of a triangle. Okay, area of a triangle. Triangle po yan, okay? This is not a cube. This is not a square. Or cube, I mean, no? Because if you have your area, that should be a 3D object siya dapat. So this is not an area of your rectangle. This is not an area of a square, for example, or of a cube. The correct answer here, of course, should be letter C. Letter C po. That is our formula for finding the area of a triangle. Okay, so if you have a triangle here, Okay, your formula is 1/2, or you can also write 0.5 times the base. The base is right here. Okay, so this length here, that's the base part. And of course, the height is how tall your triangle is. Okay, so this is your H, and this is your B. Okay, so that means you need to multiply this, then divide the product by 2. Okay, or just multiply 1/2 times base times height. That is the area of your triangle. Okay, tingnan nyo po, triangle po yan. Okay, maraming naligwak. Dahil hindi na naman nagbasa, no, na excite. Pag nakitang area, ay madali lang to. Area length times width times height lamang. Okay, buena mano, ligwak. Okay, sabi ni Sir Alvi. Alright, so length times width times height, this is for your cube. Okay, this is for your cube po in the triangle. A plus B plus C, A plus B plus CD, this is, or these are used for your perimeter. Okay, so sum of all lengths lamang ito. Alright, so again, the correct answer here would be letter C. Letter C po for question number 1. Now we go to number 2. The following organisms are vertebrates except letter A, monkey, letter B, bird, letter C, ant, letter D, jellyfish. What's the answer for number 2? Number 2, what do you think is the correct answer? Number 2. Number 2, ladies and gentlemen, what's your answer? Letter D. Okay, letter D. Dito yung ating team. YouTube, letter D is your answer. What about Team Facebook? Team Facebook, what is your answer for question number 2? This is, of course, in science. Okay, question in science. Letter D din ang tamang sagot, or ang sagot ng ating Team Facebook. Okay, number 2, letter D. And of course, letter D here is the answer, okay? The question is, the following organisms are vertebrates, except, okay? We are looking for your exception here. Now, when you say vertebrates, of course, these are animals with backbones, okay? Animals with backbones, yun pong merong vertebrae, okay? So, saan lamang ba yung walang backbone dito? We are looking for your exception. And so the correct answer, of course, would be your jellyfish. Okay? Siyempre, yung monkey mo, merong vertebrates, may backbone siya. Birds have vertebrates. And of course, your ant also here can be considered part of your vertebrate. Okay? Now, so the correct answer, of course, would be your jellyfish. Now we go to number 3. Children in the mountain ranges are diagnosed as suffering from goiter. Determine the cause of such disease. Letter A, lack of iodine in food. Letter B, excess of iodine in the diet. Letter C, excess of vitamins in the diet. Or letter D, lack of iron in the diet. What's the correct answer? Correct answer? What do you think is the correct answer here for question number 3? Number 3 na po tayo. Okay, number 3 again. The correct answer here, the answer ng karamihan ay letter A. Letter A. Again, your question here. Children in the mountain ranges are diagnosed as suffering from goiter. Okay, goiter. Determine the cause of such disease. Yung goiter, you can see, no, yung goiter, yung mga taong may malalaking lalamunan, no, may umbok sa kanilang lalamunan. And of course, the correct answer here would be letter A. That's the lack of iodine. Okay, lack of iodine in food. Not excess of iodine in the diet, not excess of vitamins in the diet, not the lack of iron in the diet. Okay, if you don't have a lot of iron in your diet, then you can have anemia. Okay, we already have our separate video on this. No, meron na po tayong video on vitamins and minerals. Lahat po ng vitamins nandun, lahat ng deficiencies ng mga vitamins nandun, lahat din ng deficiencies ng inyong minerals nandun. Okay, so please do make sure that you watch that. You can find that on YouTube, no? So puntahan niyo po sa YouTube later, yung vitamins and minerals, lumalabas po itong mga deficiencies natin. Okay, so here the correct answer is letter A. Balikan ko lamang itong number 2 natin kasi meron din tayong maling choice dito, no? Letter C mo is also an invertebrate. Okay? So ang gagawin natin, I wasn't able to change the item here, no? Dapat na-change ito with another vertebrate. Okay, so that means both of letter C's and letter D's here are invertebrates. Okay, so I will just make this a bonus, no? I-bonus ko na lang po ito. I am so sorry I wasn't able to change letter C. Okay, nagulat ako nung nakita ko letter C. And ants also, of course, are invertebrates. So wala din silang vertebrate. I was supposed to change this to a cat, no? So hindi ko napalitan. And so the correct answer should have been letter D, that's jellyfish, but since I wasn't able to correct this, I'm just going to make this a bonus. So again, hindi siya cat, no? This is an ant, and ants, of course, are also invertebrates, okay? So again, number 2, we would just make this a bonus. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to change this into a cat, okay? Now again, we go back to number 3. The correct answer, of course, would be letter A, lack of iodine in food. That would be your goiter. Now we go to question number 4. Which country's culture usually shows courtesy by leaving their footwear on the stairs? What's the answer? Letter A, Italian. Letter B, Japanese. Letter C, American. Letter D, Chinese. What's the correct answer for question number 4? Number 4. Okay, Team YouTube is answering letter B. Oh, grabe si Sir Jesse Sai, nandito sa Team Facebook. Iniwan niya yung Team YouTube. Mamek, nasa party ako pero tuloy pa rin ang review kahit saan. Kasi sayang. Laban lang, sabi ni Sir Jesse Sai. Mag-ingat, mag-mask. Okay, lalo na pag malaking party po. Pwede bang malaking party ngayon sa Pilipinas? Sir Jesse, pag nasa bahay lang naman, no, or kayo lang naman, okay lang, no? Kami bukas may party din. Pero wala tayong restrictions dito. Tapos yung mga invited, kami-kami lang din. Sir Albert Basted Villora, maraming salamat for sharing our video. For those of you who have already started a watch party, maraming salamat po. Both Team YouTube and Team Facebook are answering letter B. And of course, that is the correct answer. Okay, so Japanese, letter B. Konnichiwa sa mga nanonood sa atin sa Japan, no? I think meron tayong mga kaguro nasa Japan, okay? So maraming salamat. Letter B is the correct choice. Tama kayo. Now we go to number 5. A boy got tired of getting up early to join the family prayer. He decided to change his religion. Cite the right he wanted to exercise. Letter A, right to free worship. Letter B, right to abide by family rules. Letter C, right to due process. Or letter D, right to change worship as provided by its Bible. What do you think is the correct answer? Number 5. Number 5 na po tayo. Number 5, letter A is the answer of Team YouTube. What about Team Facebook? What's your answer? Ma'am Priscilla Llamas, nandito sa Team Facebook. Maraming salamat po. And thank you, of course, for starting a watch party. Yung watch party, matatapos na siya, no? Facebook has just announced. Watch parties are going to end, might be in April. No? If you have received the message that watch party is leaving soon, no? So this might have been the few of the very last watch parties that we can have. Okay, letter A, karamihang sagot. And of course, letter A here is the correct choice. Okay, so the right to free worship is the correct choice here. We just don't know how old the boy here is, no? We don't know what the age is of the boy. But of course, if he is someone who is already an adult, then he has the right to free worship. Okay, so letter A is the correct choice. Now we go to number 6. Anong sagot sa bugtong na ito? Mataas pag nakaupo, mababa pag nakatayo. Okay, very easy. You've seen this when you were in grade 1. Okay, so mga bugtong nyo, nakita nyo ito nang kayo ay nasa grade 1 pa lamang. Ma'am Eneline JMCS, maraming salamat for sending us 35 stars. Okay, 35 stars, maraming salamat po. For our star senders, thank you so much. Alright, now letter B, karamihang sagot dito ay letter B sa ating team YouTube. Ang ating namang team Facebook, pusa ang kanilang sagot. No? Letter A, karamihan. Meron ding letter B ako nakikita. Okay, letter B. The correct answer here, of course, would be letter B. Okay, so aso po ang tamang sagot ng mataas pag nakaupo, mababa pag nakatayo. Okay, this is a very common riddle, very common bugtong, and we know that the answer here would be letter B, aso. Okay, so hindi po kabayo. Have you ever seen a kabayo na nakaupo? Parang hindi ako nakakakita ng kabayong nakaupo. Meron ba? Nakakita na ba kayo ng kabayong nakaupo? Okay, alimango, of course, we cannot choose that as a correct answer. Hindi po pusa. This is bugtong for your aso. Okay, so aso is the correct answer. Now, number 7, ibinabalik ang paligsahan sa balagtasan upang, letter A, mahasa ang mga bata sa pagsasalita. Letter B, magkaroon ng kwentuhan. Mahasa ang mga bata sa pakikinig, pagsasagot at pananaliksik. Or letter D, mabuo ang loob ng mga kasali sa balagtasan. What's the correct answer? Correct answer, Ma'am Hailey Jane Ramos Tomas, maraming salamat po for being one of our star senders. We're already at number 7. Okay, letter C. Ang sagot dito ng ating team YouTube ay letter C. Ayan, sabi ni Cap Emerson dito, kabayo kahit nakaupo, mataas pa rin. Hindi ko na i-imagine yung kabayo, no? Pag nakaupo. I cannot imagine. Parang wala ako nakita ng picture ng kabayo na nakaupo. And before I forget, no, malapit na po yung deadline ng pag-join sa ating Summer Fever. So pag hindi pa po kayo nakaka-join, mag-join na po kayo, no? You simply comment join doon sa ating nakapost na for Summer Fever. And of course, we are going to be forming our groups again, okay? So again, the deadline for forming the groups for our commenting join to join our Summer Fever would be on March 31st. Okay, what's the answer? Ibang kabayo yun, Ma'am Mek. Anong ibang kabayo? Yes, tama yan, Ma'am Tin. Sabi ni Ma'am Tin dito, comment join, tapos makipag-cooperate pag nasa group na. Tama po yan. Okay? Huwag po kayo mag-join tapos hindi naman kayo tutulong. Alright, now the correct answer here, of course, would be letter C. Okay? Tamang sagot dito, letter C. Mahasa ang mga bata sa pakikinig, pagsasagot, at of course, pananaliksik. Okay? So letter C is the correct choice. Now we go to number 8. Which among the following is an anatomical structure that functions for the regulation of the conditions of sperm cells? Is it letter A, penis, letter B, urinary bladder, letter C, urethra, or letter D, scrotum? What's the answer? Ma'am Jenilyn Alejandria, thank you po for sending 50 stars. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Jen. Okay, what is your answer for number 8? Number 8 na po tayo. Number 8, what do you think is the correct answer? Our question is, which among these is an anatomical structure that functions for the regulation of the conditions of sperm cells? Okay, ano kaya yung tamang sagot? Ma'am Ray Ira, maraming salamat for sending 100 stars. Maraming salamat po. Ma'am Ray or Sir Ray Era. What do you think is the correct choice for question 8? We are looking for that part which regulates the conditions of your sperm cells. Particularly here, regulation of the temperature for your sperm cells? Okay, is it letter A, penis, letter B, urinary bladder, letter C, urethra, or letter D, the scrotum? Okay, correct answer here, of course, would be letter D. That's the scrotum. Okay, scrotum po ang tamang sagot, no? Okay, so this is our illustration here, no? This is our illustration of the male reproductive system. Now, if you say urinary bladder is the temporary storage of your urine. Okay, so dyan po, temporarily, sinostore yung ihi, no? Your urethra, of course, that is where the ihi would pass through. So this is your urethra, the hole where ihi would pass through. Now, of course, you know what the penis is, okay? Yung penis, yung pinaka-junjun. Okay, so si Junjun, scientifically, the term that we use for Junjun would be penis. Hindi po penis, ha? Hindi penis or not penis. Pass your paper, okay? It's pronounced penis, okay? So penis po siya. That's Junjun, okay? So sana tama kayo, Kap, ha? Sabi ni Kap dito, pag nagkamali pa ako kay Junjun, ewan ko na lang. Okay, so hindi siya penis. Hindi po penis yung sagot, no? Hindi siya yung nagre-regulate ng inyong sperm cells because the penis, of course, that is just the exit point of your sperm cell. Okay, so siya yung Junjun. But of course, the correct answer would be your scrotum. Because the scrotum, of course, that is the protective layer of your testes. Okay, so protective covering of the testes, that is the scrotum. Siya yung wrinkly, no? Siya yung, ano nga yung wrinkly sa Filipino? Ano yung wrinkly sa Tagalog? Okay, ano nga yung wrinkly sa Tagalog? Siya yung, I forgot the term wrinkly in Tagalog. Kurinot, no? In Hiligaynon, in Bisaya, sa amin, no? Kurinot, no? Hindi siya smooth. That's your scrotum. So sabi daw, parehas siya, parang katulad siya ng skin sa inyong elbow, no? Sa back ng elbow nyo, parang ganyan yung skin ng inyong scrotum. O, tingnan nyo nga, parehas ba yung skin? O, kulubot, yon. Kulubot siya, no? Makulubot yung inyong scrotum, no? So parang back ng, yung skin na nasa back ng elbow nyo, yan yung scrotum nyo. That's the protective layering, the protective layer, the protective covering of the testis that, of course, functions for the regulation of the temperature, no, ng inyong testis para ma-regulate din yung production ng inyong sperm cells. Now, remember, your sperm cells can grow better or can have better motility if it is in a lower temperature. Kaya nasa mababa itong inyong testis para mas malamig siya, no? Mas malamig. So that would be the correct answer. Again, that's your scrotum. And that is letter D. So letter D po ang ating tamang sagot. Yan, kulubot. Alam niyo yung kulubot. Kunot, or kulubot. All right, now we go to number 9. This is math. Which of the given fraction is equal to 12 over 84? Mas makulubot pa siya kung malamig, sabi dito ni Sir Mark. Buhay na buhay ang taong bayan, sabi ni Sir Vincent Zabala dito sa Team YouTube. Okay, number 9. What's the answer? Which of the given fraction is equal to 12 over 84? Okay, what's your answer? Letter D. Karamihang sagot ay letter D. Meron din namang nagsasagot ng letter C. Okay, the correct answer here is letter D. Tama po yung letter D. Your letter C, of course, that's also equivalent to your 12 over 84 here. Now, if you divide 12 and 84 by 2, you get 6 over 42. But then, you can still write this in its simplest term, no? Pwede mo pa rin siyang i-reduce to its simplest term, no? Or convert this to its simplest term, and that would be 1 over 7. If you divide both 6 and 42 by 6, you'd get 1 over 7. So 1 over 7, letter D, is the correct choice for number 9. Okay, letter D po ang tamang sagot. Okay, now we go to number 10. Mr. Gatchalian bought a farm lot for 16,000 pesos and sold it for 20,000 pesos. If the overhead was 800 pesos, what was his gross profit? Is it letter A, 2,200, letter B, 4,000, letter C, 3,000, or letter D, 3,200? What's the correct choice? What is your answer? Okay, what do you think is the correct choice for question number 10? Number 10 na po tayo. It's also 7:30. Okay, number 10, karamihang sagot dito ay letter D. Letter D. And of course, letter D here is the correct choice. Okay, so letter D po ang ating choice dito. Correct answer is letter D. So he has bought it for 16,000. So kasama siya sa kanyang gastos, no? Now, your overhead, when you say overhead here, ito din yung mga gastos, lahat ng gastos na ginamit mo, lahat ng expenses mo sa kanyang farm lot. Okay, so that's also on another 800, no? So you'd have to add that to your expenses, and of course you subtract that to your 20,000, and so your equation is going to be 20,000 minus the quantity 16,000 plus 800. These are your expenses. Okay, ito yung expenses mo, the money that he paid for the lot, and of course all of his expenses. Okay, so that's 16,800, and so the answer would be 3,200. Okay, 3,200 is the correct answer. All right, now we go to number 11. Number 11, this is still in math. A refrigerator van brought fish from Davao. The total fish brought in was 1,250 kilograms. There was 48 kilograms left after dealers brought their share. How many kilograms were sold? Okay, this is very easy. All right. Now for number 11, what is the correct answer? Number 11, Team YouTube is answering letter A. What about Team Facebook? What's your answer for number 11? Number 11, Team Facebook is also answering letter A. Okay, so letter A, Ma'am Joy Dairit, maraming salamat for sending another 50 stars. Thank you so much po. Okay, now again, of course, the correct answer here is also letter A. Okay, that's letter A, 1,202 kilograms. Very easy. You simply subtract. Okay, so 1,250 minus 48, that was left. Okay, so 1,250 minus 48, that would give us 1,202. This is the total number of kilograms or total kilograms of fish that was brought or bought by the customers. Okay, so 1,202 is the correct answer. Now we go to number 12. A new building is 360 meters high. There will be 120 stories in this building. What is the height of each story? Is it letter A, 3.5 meters, letter B, 3 meters, letter C, 4 meters, or letter D, 5 meters? What's the answer for number 12? Okay, what do you think is the correct answer for question number 12? Number 12, Team YouTube is answering letter B. What about Team Facebook? What's your answer? Again, please do make sure that you comment join in our post about summer fever, no? Para maka-join po kayo. Sir Mix, if you can put it in the pin, no? If you can pin it as a comment in our Facebook Live right now, please do that para po makapag-comment sila ng join. And of course, sabi ni Ma'am Tin, once you join, you should participate. Okay, number 12. Basta math hula, sabi ni Sir Kineche. Okay, merong bagong building. It's 360 meters high. And there will be 120 stories in this building. What is the height of each story? Okay, what will be the height of each story? And of course, what you do here is you simply divide 360 meters divided by 120. The correct answer here would be letter B, that's 3 meters. Okay, so 3 meters ang tamang sagot. That would just be 360 meters divided by the 120 stories that you have. So each story is going to have the height of 3 meters. Okay, so letter B, 3 meters. Tama po kayo, no? Letter B po ang ating sagot. Number 13. A glassware was marked 160 pesos. After a day, the price increased by 10%. The following, another 10% was added to the price. How much was the eventual cost of the glassware? Is it letter A, 192, letter B, 195, letter C, 176, or letter D, 193.60? What do you think is the correct answer for question 13? Question 13 na po tayo. What do you think is the correct answer for 13? Okay, number 13, people. Okay, our team YouTube is answering letter D. Team Facebook, what's your answer? Team Facebook? Sir Kinechi, nanghula na naman po ba? By the way, sa aking Bio Babies, no, I still have not posted your sets 11 and 12 na discussion because I am trying to check if we can do a live discussion. No? So if we can meet, I'm still trying to check the schedule. Pag po pwedeng mag-meet tayo, no? So we will have our Google Meet. If not naman, then of course, I'll just be posting the videos. Okay, but I still have not posted your 11 and 12 because I'm thinking of having a meeting with all of you. Okay, D, my A, my D. All right, now the correct answer here would be letter D. Okay, letter D po ang tamang sagot dito, 193.60. Okay, 193.60 pesos. Now, this here is your formula for daily compound interest. Okay, daily compound interest, this is your formula. That's A, this is the eventual cost. Ito yung magiging cost ng inyong glassware. P here is the principal, the original amount, the original cost of your glassware. One, of course, that's fixed. Okay, so fixed siyang one mo. R here is the rate, your percentage. Of course, you need to write this in your decimal form. Okay, so you need to convert this into decimal form. You simply move the decimal point 2 times to the left. And of course, T here is the number of days that you have. Okay, so number of days that you have. Now, in this case here, we have 2 days. Okay, so after a day and then the following day. So that means total of 2 days tayo dito. Okay, so total of 2 days. Now, and so we are given 160 as the principal. That was the original amount. One, of course, is fixed. Then you have 0.10. Kinuha natin yung 0.10 dito sa ating 10%. Okay, we converted this into its decimal form. And of course, there is a total of 2 days. Okay, now we add 1 plus 0.10 first. Okay, 1 plus 0.10. And that, of course, is going to give us 1.10. And we have to square this. Okay, that means we need to raise this to the second power, or we need to multiply this by itself. Okay, so 1.10 times 1.10. Then, of course, we multiply that by 160. And so the correct answer here would be 193.60. Okay, 193.60, letter D. That is the correct choice. Okay, that is the correct choice for letter A. Now we go to number 14. Number 14, ladies and gentlemen, what element has the AU symbol? Is it letter A, gold, letter B, silver, letter C, copper, or letter D, aura? Okay, what do you think is the correct answer? We're already at number 14. What do you think is the correct answer for number 14? We are looking for that element that has the symbol AU. Okay, what do you think is the correct answer here? Uh-huh. Okay, letter A is your choice, and letter A, of course, is the correct answer. Okay, so letter A is the correct answer. AU is gold. Okay, AU siya because it came from the Latin term, Latin word for gold, which is aurum. Okay, so aurum kaya siya naging AU yung kanyang symbol. Now, letter B, silver, is AG. Copper is Cu. Okay, so copper nyo is Cu. Now, of course, letter D, aura, wala pong element na ganito, no? Nilagay ko lang siya dyan. Okay, so letter A, gold, is the correct answer. Now, we go to number 15. What does that symbol stand for? Is it letter A, quotient, letter B, product, letter C, difference, or letter D, sum? Okay, what's the answer? What do you think is the correct answer for that symbol? Okay, you'd usually see this in your Excel. Okay, you'd usually see this in your payroll. No, may mga payroll minsan na merong ganyang symbol. Okay, so a lot of you here on Team YouTube, their answer is letter D. Okay, letter D. What about Team Facebook? Team Facebook, what's your answer? Team Facebook, yung sagot nila, letter A. Quotient. Okay, the correct answer here, of course, okay, that symbol is for letter D, that's the sum. Okay, sum po ang tamang sagot, no? So letter D is the correct answer dito. Okay, so letter D po, that's your summation, no? Summation na symbol. So again, letter D, that's for the sum. Sum is the correct choice. Now 16, which of the following words comes first alphabetically? Okay, if you are going to alphabetize your words here, you have check, checkered, letter C, cheek, and letter D, cheer. What or which one would be the first word? Okay, saan kaya yung magiging first word natin dito? If you would try to arrange them alphabetically, okay, which one would be the first word? Okay, letter A, sagot ng ating Team Facebook or Team YouTube is letter A. Team Facebook, what's your answer for question number 16? What do you think is the correct answer, Team Facebook? May delay pa yata, no? Yung Team Facebook natin, nasa 15 pa lang sila. Although, I can already see number 16 sa kanilang screen dito. Okay, what do you think is the correct answer for number 16 here? Number 16. The correct answer here, of course, should be letter A. That's check, okay? Check here is the correct answer. Now, as you can see, all of our words here have CHE. So, pareha silang may CHE, CHE, CHE. So, we disregard CHE. Now, the next letter that you have for check is C, okay? Now, here, sa cheek mo, E. So, that means hindi na siya yung first, no? Kasi mas nauuna, of course, yung C mo kaysa sa E. Your cheer also has letter E, no? So, hindi din siya yung correct choice mo. Now, here, your letter B also has C, then K, parehas sila, but of course, there still has more letters after this. So, yung correct choice mo pa rin would be letter A, okay? So, letter A, check, that is the correct choice. Letter A is the correct answer. Now, we go to number 17. Which of the following words are synonyms? Of course, you know what the meaning is for the term synonyms. Okay, synonyms, of course, that would be words with the same meaning. Okay, words with the same meaning. Okay. All right, number 17. Which among the following are synonyms? Again, when you say synonyms, these are words with the same meaning. Okay? So which one do you think is the correct answer? Letter A, stop and start. Letter B, high and low. Letter C, hungry and starving. Letter D, empty and full. Now, again, it's pretty obvious. The correct answer, of course, should be letter C. That's hungry and starving. Stop and start, of course, these are antonyms. Letter B, more also antonyms, as well as your letter D. These are antonyms. That means these are words with opposite meaning. Okay, so the correct answer here would be letter C, hungry and starving. Now we go to 18. Complete the analogy. Spoon is to stir as pencil is to blank. Is it letter A, break? Letter B, draw? Letter C, sharpen? Letter D, erase? What do you think is the correct answer for question number 18? Question 18, what is the correct choice? 18, karamihang sagot dito, letter B sa ating team YouTube. What about team Facebook? What's your answer for number 18? Number 18, we are looking at your analogy here. So you have your spoon and your stir is to, pencil is to blank. Okay, now remember I told you for you to be able to get the correct answer here, you need to look at the relationship between the two words that you have here at the beginning of your choices or at the beginning of your question. Okay, so here you have a spoon, which of course is a tool. It is a material, just like your pencil. Okay, it's also a tool. Now, what is the relationship between your spoon and your stir? Okay, your stir, of course, this is an action that you can do using your spoon as a tool. So we are looking for an action that we can do using the pencil as a tool. And so the correct answer here would be letter B, draw. Okay, letter B, draw. That is the correct choice. Now, make sure that you have watched our analogy and logic. Now, we have 2 videos on analogy and logic. They're posted on both Facebook and YouTube. Okay, so please do watch them. Now, we go to number 19. Can Kelly keep calm? Is an example of letter A, alliteration. Letter B, onomatopoeia. Letter C, hyperbole. Or letter D, idiom. Second to the last, what's the correct choice? Maraming salamat, Sir Jeffrey Mora, for sending 35 stars. Again, we have 10,000 stars as our goal prior to our summer fever. Okay, our activity on May 12th. Okay, so maraming salamat po for those of you who have already sent us your stars to support Gurong Pinoy. Okay, what's your answer for number 19? Letter A. Letter A, karamihang sagot sa ating team YouTube is letter A. Ganon din naman sa ating team Facebook, letter A. And of course, 19, letter A is the correct choice here. Okay, can Kelly keep calm? Now, when you say alliteration, you have the same sounds at the beginning of words in a sentence. Okay, so yung words mo in a certain sentence have the same beginning sound. So, can Kelly keep calm? Para siyang pareha sa she sells seashells by the seashore, no? So, alliteration is the correct choice. Onomatopoeia, of course, you are using sound words. So, for example, you say buzzing bees, okay? Your creaking door, okay? Rustling leaves. So, that's onomatopoeia, no? Paghihimig or paghihimig sa Filipino. Hyperbole, of course, you know this. Palagi mo itong naririnig sa iyong boyfriend, no? I love you to the moon and back. I will do everything for you. I will die if you leave me. I will cross seven rivers, okay, just to get to you. That's hyperbole. Pag mamalabis, no? Pag nanliligaw ay palaging bumibitaw ng hyperbole pag mamalabis. And of course, idioms, you all know what idioms are. These are words that were put together and usually would have another meaning, no? Not literal meaning. And so here, the correct answer would be letter A, that's alliteration. Now we go to number 20, words or phrases that help give us the meaning of unknown words are letter A, connotation, letter B, homophones, letter C, denotation, or letter D, context clues. Okay, what's the answer? What do you think is the answer to the last question that we have there? We're already down to the last question that we have tonight. What do you think is the correct answer? Letter D ang sagot ng ating Team YouTube. Ganon din naman ang Team Facebook, letter D din. Of course, you know that letter D is the correct choice. Okay, so this is a word or a phrase that would help give us the meaning of unknown words. So your context clues. Use your context, no? Context clues. Now, denotation mo and connotation, these are different. When you say denotation, this is the dictionary meaning. Okay, so dictionary meaning is denotation. But when you say connotation, this is the image or the idea that you get once you see a certain word. Okay, so for example, when you see the word mistress, okay, yung mistress, dictionary meaning niya, no, original meaning ng term na mistress would be just the female form of Mr. Okay, so female form lamang siya ng Mr. Parehas din ng term na hostess. Okay, hostess. Pag nakita mo yung term na hostess, yung dictionary term niya or dictionary meaning niya, its denotation would just be the female form of the host. Okay, so someone who hosts a party, if that's a male, then you'd say the host. If that's a female, then you should have said the hostess. Okay, the hostess. Kaya lang, yung hostess sa atin, may connotation, may ibang meaning. Kumbaga, no, yung, when you say connotation, may ibang meaning yung term na yon, no? When you say hostess, of course, sa atin, pag sinabihan kong hostess, o yung hostess, andyan na, no? If you're in a party, for example, andyan na yung hostess, no? Iba yung meaning sa atin ng term na hostess. That's the connotation, that's the idea that a certain word gives us. Ang denotation naman, that is a dictionary meaning of the term. Okay, homophones, of course, these are words that have the same sounds. Okay, the same sounds. All right, so that ends tonight's discussion. So letter D here is the correct choice. And of course, please join me in our closing prayer. Okay, don't forget that tomorrow we are going to have another live stream, and that's going to be for our professional education. Your link will be posted on our Gurong Pinoy teams. That's going to be at 7 a.m. All right, now we go to our closing prayer. So please join me. Samahan niyo po ako sa ating closing prayer tonight.
Lord, thank you po at natapos ang aming review sa oras na ito. Pagpalain niyo po ang Gurong Pinoy International. Sana mas lalong lumago at lumawak pa ang gawain na ito. Salamat sa mga ginagawa ni Ma'am Mek at Sir Ram para tulungan po kami na matupad ang aming mga pangarap. Kalakip po sa aming mga panalangin ang pag-iingat mo sa amin ngayong bagong linggo. Panginoon, maging mabunga po nawa ang aming mga araw. Sa pangalan ni Jesus na aming Panginoon at tagapagligtas, ito po ang aming sama-samang dalangin. Amen.
Amen. Maraming salamat, Brother Efren, for always preparing our closing and opening prayers. So that ends tonight's discussion. Again, magkita-kita po muli tayo bukas for our professional education discussion. Thank you so much for staying with us and of course for supporting Gurong Pinoy, may it be through your stars, may it be through your watch parties, sharing our video, tagging your friends, or also, of course, sending us your super chat and also becoming our supporters. This has been Coach Mek of Gurong Pinoy, and sama-sama po tayo sabay-sabay, maliit man na butil ng mga kaalaman, ang dulo nito ay malaking kaginawaan. Or, I'll say it again, maliit man na butil ng mga kaalaman, ang dulo nito ay malaking kaginawaan. Maraming